Hey guys, welcome back to our Monday preview. I know we had a whole lot of smiling weekend because Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester United made us to smile. But before I go to Manchester United, Chelsea, you had a wonderful performance in the weekend.
That game, when I saw when Burnley scored this first, I was laughing. I told my brother, Mr. Kelly, that Chelsea is going to win the game comfortably. That I don't see Burnley beating them because what we played against Fulham, I see that the compartment and the team spirit is coming gradual process, but it's not really there. But they are trying to push.
Would that build the momentum, or because actually most section of the fan base are saying you have just beaten newly promoted teams. You have not actually won the teams in the Premier League.
You know, this is the first
time. What do you have to say about that?
I would say that this is the first time for about 3 months or 5 months that Chelsea have won Premier League match back to back. So it's something good. Okay. It's something good for the team.
Will it build momentum heading towards the international break, giving the players a relief? But there is a game you have against Arsenal who look like title contenders.
You know, international break brings another thing, it brings injury, it brings some other fatigue and other things inside it. Chelsea Arsenal game is a game that sometimes when we feel that we are going to beat Arsenal will beat us. And now Arsenal fans all over the world now they are 100% confident that they are going to demolish Chelsea. But I'm not saying anything based on the form of Arsenal and the form of Chelsea. So I'm not saying anything until the end of the game. That's when I will have what I have in my mind
to say. Okay, no problem. You are coming from a fear factor. It's good to know that you have a fear factor for Arsenal now. Like Arsenal used to have during some days of Didier Drogba. Yeah, over to you. Manchester United stole the win just at the tail of the clock of Manchester United of old.
Actually, we actually prayed for a miracle in that game, and the miracle really happened because at the time I gave up in the game because at 90. Well, no, once in the Premier League, once it's 90, it's very hard to equalize or to win the game from there. So luckily enough for us, McTominay came and changed the game. And in as much as we had 1 or 2 errors in the game, we didn't play bad in the game. We dominated the game from the starting to the beginning. It's just that a club like Manchester United, according to Eric, you play for the fans to win. The fans are used to winning, so you keep giving them that winning. In as much as you keep losing from back to back, it's disappointing and it brings the morale of the team. So I'm very happy that Manchester United won the game.
Yeah. When the second goal went in, it seems as if the whole Trafford crowd wanted to sing down Old Trafford.
Well, it's something that we have all longed for. Old Trafford is a place that if you come to play football, you'll be very scared. So, but in as much as those fear factors is no longer among teams these days, you see anybody going to Old Trafford to win comfortably and just come out. So that's joy. Old Trafford is just like Anfield. It's very difficult to win there those days. So, but in as much as things starts now, we are not playing really good. The team is not quite balanced, and we got that immediate victory, which nobody saw it coming. Even the coach, because
there was a huge celebration for him.
Yes, there was a very huge celebration. Even they did not have to lie down on the pitch, and it was magnificent for us because even him, when we saw it, when we equalized the first one, he told me that only what Manchester United needs to win is going to be just one goal. He doesn't want to know when the goal comes. He was saying it as if it was a trouble. I was like, when he was saying to make the season, the Chelsea fans are already winning 4-1.
Well, he is a prophet.
Yeah. So he said that what Manchester United did was just one goal. That's money going to win this one. The first goal was moved out of outside. Maybe we can do this, but look at just try score one. At the end of the day, McTominay scored the goal and came on to score the winning goal, which was very good for Manchester United fans. I really enjoyed the game.
Yeah, I think the huge fan base were calmer because heading into the international break with another loss
is very disappointing because we actually went into the after we lost back to back, went into the national break. I even told you that I don't think Eric is going to come back from international break.
Yeah,
because yes, I don't know what's going to happen. In as much as the injury crisis is there, but at least he's the manager. He needs to do 1 or 2 things. I like the way he brought Casemiro in the second half. In as well as some of the games this season, Casemiro have not really played so bad. But there's a game we as a club or as a fan, we needed him to Efforts are improved, but it's not yet to be found in the pitch. Look at Arabat came into the midfield and did very well when he left. So I think the coach needs to
stop to drop some big
stop to the bigness and just insert discipline to the
team. Do you feel Marcus Rashford should be dropped in your next match?
Yes, absolutely. But I feel like, even if he's not going to be done, it should be changed early. That kind of 50-60 minutes, he should be dropped to bring in Garnacho. Because sometimes, in the beginning of the season, he tried starting Garnacho. I don't think Garnacho is that yet a first team player. But when he comes in, he's always a super sub for us. So I think the coach needs to work on our big names.
Yeah, it was good for the big teams to all win in the Premier League. I think actually the big boys who are really the big boys in the fan bases, so to say. Arsenal, for the first time since 2015, won Manchester City to break the jinx in the Premier League. How do you see the mentality shift heading into Arsenal season?
Well, it's a very good result to Arsenal because they needed this win more than even Guardiola himself. I think Guardiola actually went there for a draw, considering the fact that one or two things is not happening when he's in the injury crisis or what I'm talking about. So Arsenal gave in their best, starting from the keeper to the striker. Every player that involved in that match, I think they gave in their best. So I'm very happy with what Arteta did in that game. But I'm not still yet going to give Arsenal the good read for the title because there are still a lot of matches. It's just they are not. It's not up to.
No, there are a whole lot of matches. They are
not going to play up to 10 matches. So the league is still for the season is still pregnant. It can deliver anything. So, but to that winning, it's a stepping stone for them that I think they are going to remain in top one. They are going to do well this season.
Yeah, I will come back to you. I think that was a mentality shift for them. Yeah, over to you, my friend and brother. Arsenal broke the jinx, but not did Arsenal only broke the jinx. How do you see the mentality going forward for Arsenal Football Club?
You know, last season it's what caused Arsenal that was just a little bit of, I don't know what I would say. I don't know the word to use.
Fatigue.
I don't think it's fatigue. This was a little mentality and the other thing. But Arsenal, before we started this season show, I told you guys on the show this is that I see Arsenal to win EPL. Even the Liverpool, I don't see Liverpool winning. I don't think we see Liverpool ending top 4 because Liverpool is not convincing. It's not yet there. I know they're trying to win matches, but Liverpool, apart from Chelsea and Tottenham, Liverpool have not played any big other side. So, but Arsenal is the only team that I'm 100% sure that if Man City don't win league, Arsenal will win Premier League this season. Because Arsenal, I see last season, I believe that this season they have stopped up their game, and seeing what Arteta is doing with Arsenal, I see Arsenal winning the EPL. I'm still standing with Arsenal
with their prediction. Yeah, we from the Arsenal fan base, we'll really love you for that. But heading into the Premier League, when it comes back, we'll know if that love is genuine when we meet each other. But that apart, also, from your view, there are some sectors of fans who says the difference between Haaland and Benteke is location. Will you agree with that perception of those fan base?
You know, sometimes it's funny. Though Benteke didn't have the chance to play in big club, the only big club he played was only Liverpool. Yeah. And he tried his best. Even when he was in Aston Villa, he delivered for Aston Villa before Liverpool signed about 5 million pounds to show that he's a very good player. Sometimes the club and the other injury crisis cause the player not to be a good player. Even Benteke was the first. He was the first Belgian striker before Lukaku came in. Before they dumped him for Lukaku. So all those comparisons, I don't accept that. Erling Haaland right now is a good striker. I know that Erling Haaland is not this attacker that carries ball. He doesn't play. It's just a center forward that if you give ball and we score goals. But yesterday he didn't have any shot of target. He didn't have any shot on target. That is a very disappointing display for him. And you know how social media carries all these things. I'm sorry for Erling Haaland for him to be in this kind of situation against Arsenal. I believe that next time he will do something about his game.
Okay. How much more do you feel Manchester City missed Rodri and De Bruyne, and how Arsenal missed Timber and Saka?
There is no need of mentioning Timbers in Arsenal squad right now. Even if Timbers is there, he still decent Arsenal because he has not played anything for it to be saying. If you mention Saka, I will understand. Saka has been the Arsenal #1 man there. Then if you come to Manchester City, Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne factor showed there in that game. When I saw the lineup, I told my brother that I don't think that Manchester City is going to win this game. That this game is a 100% if Arteta will do the right. And immediately I saw Jorginho, Declan Rice, and Odegaard. I told him forget about it. Man City is not winning this game. And seeing Man City say only Kovacic and Luis in anything, you cannot use those people to compare Odegaard or Declan Rice and Jorginho in the midfield. So
and Kovacic was supposed to be sent up.
This is where VAR need to come to play. That's why sometimes I don't know why EPFR they don't used to use it the right way they used to do. This was the same thing that James was complaining and they gave him match ban because of what he said. The same thing that happened to Malagosto against Aston Villa. Malagosto got the ball, I don't know, they gave him a red card. But this one, Kovacic did not even touch the ball. He did not even when he went to his leg, I don't know. They gave me a yellow card. It's not fair. So VAR should do something about this thing. They should correct this thing before this thing gets out of hand.
Yeah, over to you. Even Jones got a red card against Bissouma. I think in the Liverpool game the same way because the leg actually bent. But why was Kovacic not shown the red card?
We are all humans, and you should know that these VAR are also operated by humans. And humans have each and every one of us have each perspective of how we think and how we reason. I might see the way something happened. I would say this is to me it doesn't feel bad, and to another person it doesn't feel bad. Well, I think the VAR in charge those they really feel that the tackle wasn't that direct to the ball. So that is just what I think. But obviously, what is happening currently in Premier League is a red card. I think those in charge of VAR then they think that okay, this is just a minor touching, but to me it's a red card.
Okay, yeah, a quick one over to McTominay. McTominay came as your savior. Would you see him? Has he earned a starting bet over to the next matches, or will the coach still starting from the bench?
I think coming from the bench is quite okay for him for now till he gets back that confidence. He has been one of the best midfielder in Europe because watching from he's the highest goal scorer in European competition, and he has 2 goals now in Manchester United. In as much as he has had fewer goals and the likes of injury, so I think it's a growing process. He lost form for some time. I think he's getting it back, and kudos to Scotland National League that been really helping him to come back to that.
Yeah, sorry to cut you short. You say you lost form for some time. You know, in the international, he plays higher up the pitch. Do you feel in Manchester United he needs to play higher up the pitch because he seems he scored most goals when he's up higher in the pitch?
Well, I think so because if you check in the Scotland squad, I think he's the only best player at that moment playing higher in the pitch. When it comes to Manchester, they have more colleagues playing higher on the pitch than him. So everything won't be on the pitch in as much as McTominay scores. You have sometimes you have good goal scorers. So in as much as McTominay scores, but anything maybe Rio won't be on the pitch or Mount will play McTominay ahead of them. Every coach has his own decision, but to me, I don't think I will take that. I wouldn't gamble that game because coming from the bench for now is okay to me.
Okay, you know, if it was a top side, you wouldn't have had that comeback.
You never can tell because Arsenal, everyone I thought was going to be draw, and at the end of the day, it was terrible.
No, Arsenal have been performing better than you.
To be honest with you, that's the right way to talk your job because you can't wait. Excuse me, you can't score at 89 minutes and it was ruled out of but without them checking it well. They only took from one angle. At the end of the day, you
can't be playing Liverpool or Chelsea Football Club even in their worst place and come back to score them those kind of goals.
It has happened in terms of this is not the first time.
No,
this is not the first time. One thing about football, don't sit back. That's why most times once the pressure comes, you sit back.
Okay, the question is, can you do that against Manchester City?
I can do that against Manchester, but the chances
do you believe that?
The chances are slim.
You score Manchester City in those space of minutes.
The chances are slim. There's a scenario where it comes to like this, go to this goal.
Yes.
When you go and pass in football, the other team will be under pressure. So Manchester City, forget about what Guardiola has done.
Okay.
In football, anything can happen.
Okay, yeah.
Excuse me. There was a game we were playing the one side. I think it was Zin Ole. It was Zin Ole. He put in McTominay. And that day, we all thought it was going to be drawn because the way they were playing at us, and all of a sudden, I think Edison or something like that made a mistake, and McTominay just scored. It can happen in football. Football is something that
can happen.
If the pressure comes to you, you sit down.
Look at the pressure.
Okay, look at last year match against you and Liverpool. Do you know that if there was more time in that game, Liverpool could have won the game? Because it's not a big team. Yes, it happens. It happens. It's not like the pressure has gone to Arsenal there. So that's just it. In as much as Brighton is a very small team, it can also happen in a big team. And I think this kind of thing happened this season, and we all see it. In as much as Brighton is a small team.
You know, right, Anfield factor is still a stadium to be feared for a very long time.
You know, see, there's one thing that you guys don't understand. If there's always mention Anfield, Stamford Bridge has the highest record in Premier League history.
Yeah, we know.
You guys always mention
the reason why Anfield is being mentioned
because of the fans.
Is because of the fans. And the person who built that reputation for your football club is, I think, it's Jose Mourinho. Yes, Jose Mourinho. So that factor has been kept there from Jose Mourinho.
But this factor has been there in ages. When they are 18, they won the league 18. So it's not even not that.
Yeah, I think that apart, I will come back to you. Over to Chelsea Football Club. You had a whole lot of goals scored in the second half. And that was a beautiful, electrifying performance from Raheem Sterling.
You know, this was what some of the British pundits were saying, that Southgate doesn't know how to do selections. You select people that does not play well and leave people that always play week in, week out. Why we Southgate we select this guy from Manchester City? What is his name? Philip.
Yes.
Yeah,
they're not good.
He featured more in England than Manchester City. They used to call him. Why?
Let me ask you.
I don't know the reason why he's doing that. And now Henderson is in Saudi Arabia. Yes, he praising Henderson. So what is it?
It's not I'm actually criticizing Sterling. You know, I think England has more strikers and wingers than midfielders that are doing well currently. So when it comes to striking, Sterling is a very good winger.
No. But
the fact is that
if you separate the line, no England winger has scored more goals than Sterling in the Premier League so far this season.
Yes. Sterling it's
even better than
it's not a player like, okay, like maybe just put it like Saka. Today I'm comparing with Saka. That you know that, okay, if I put him in this match, I know that he's going to be that one of the. Then Sterling comes on and off. It's just like Rashford. Anytime you decide Rashford will not play,
but there's a certain time in English about Sterling was
there. Even though there. When they put him there, you and I know that the way he has played for Chelsea cannot be compared to the way he has played for Man City. That's just the two parts.
It was it and take.
That is just the two parts. He's currently in form now, but sometimes you know what I'm saying. You will not play well today. In the next one,
This international break is about the form of the players. That's the reason why
this has come out before this form. See, this news came out, I think, 3 weeks ago.
Even the first international break, he didn't call him. This is second international break.
He wasn't doing that.
Sterling was the best player.
He has got to 2 penalties this season, but he has scored 3 Premier League this season and 2 assists. So as he does, no England winger. So far, he's doing well.
Your consents will be stretched out. But that apart, let us look at Palmer slotting in the penalty and the first goal for Chelsea Football Club in the Premier League, and Nicholas Jackson also coming on to score.
So I will talk about Kopama. I believe Kopama is the one matter we have missed. And what I see in that the Kopama deal is the best deal so far that Chelsea have done this transfer. That guy brings what Chelsea has been looking for. The creativity, the composure. You know, when the penalty came, all Chelsea player, all he was scared of it. He went down, he took the ball, he put the ball in the penalty spot, and he kicked and he scored with confidence. I was even disappointed. He was not telling me, oh, see, now Kopama the goal of penalty. I thought it was very surprised that
anybody confidence. Yeah, because has a confidence.
For that year to go, they set the ball and play the ball and score. That means he has a lot of confidence and the kind of creativity he's bringing for Chelsea Football Club right now. I've missed that kind of creativity. for a long time since Juan Mata and Eden Hazard, who have not seen that creativity.
So you guys will be going for this international break.
You know problem with this. They like comparing their current player with their own player. That's why they compare. I never compare them with Hazard. Look at Is you able to compare?
I did not compare. Look at what I said. Listen to me what I said. I said that
you are talking about policy.
Okay, policy. I can never compare anybody with the Hazard as long as it.
Yeah. Also, I think
when you're talking about what they have listened that.
Yeah. Also, we'll just have a quick brush because I think the main things we're supposed to talk about. This show is about Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester United. Any club is just a bonus. So talking about other clubs isn't our concern anymore. I don't know. That should be your thought going forward. Yes. Even if we're talking about clubs, we should just be brushed aside. The main talk should be about our clubs.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it's just a honest point.
Me, I've already played my EPL. Arsenal is going to win EPL, but if Arsenal don't win this EPL, I don't know how the
section. But that quick fact, Liverpool actually with Brighton had a quick draw, and was that a convincing draw for both sides, or do you feel Liverpool was supposed to win the game?
No, I don't think so. The game ended the way it's supposed to end. But that's the reason why. What are some others they played against Arsenal? If they play the same against Brighton, I think that Brighton will diminish them because Brighton, I know they like scoring. If you give Brighton a chance, they will score.
But Liverpool were almost higher above everything against Brighton, just exception of the corners. Liverpool had a higher possession against Brighton, who we also know love to hold high possession, just that their shot on target were just 14-15.
So that's the reason I said that the game is fair. Forget about the corner.
Yeah, fact one also Newcastle United drew 2-2 to West Ham, and
that's a natural draw. You can't. I cannot give Newcastle to beat West Ham. That's one thing that people don't see in EPL this season. West Ham they showed the rise, but West Ham has been good.
Yes.
Nobody's seeing what they are doing. Yeah. Even the Lucien even scored his first Premier League goal.
Beautiful.
He scored his first Premier League goal of the season. So to show you that the West is really doing something in that club, and I never seen it. West Ham is very, very strong this season. If you are not that good, I don't think you win West Ham. Only thing that can win West Ham now is like Manchester City, Arsenal, and Liverpool managed to beat them the last time. But we struggling chasing Man U. I don't think that. I don't think so. Unless football happens.
How do you feel when Arsenal clinched it on the dying minute against Manchester City?
It was a kind of a very lucky goal for Arteta, even if he shoot it in the very right direction. But the Arsenal showed more of that winning mentality in that game than Man City. Because I think they were pressing since the beginning of the second half to the end of it. So I think Guardiola ran out of game plan in that particular match. So he started bringing Nico Nunes, and at that time where nothing was really happening for him again. So kudos to Arteta who read the game. For the first time, I'm very proud to say Arteta did his very best. He read the game very well. That's sub. I could remember when we were putting Kayava one Arsenal fan was like, waiting this one won't come back on the waiting this one. When I seen as much as my player hate Maguire. Maguire assisted not to go. I always ask Kayava. So it happened. So something about we fans is that sometimes those sitting there knows better than us, but we sometimes we think that we know better. These are most of them are professional. We just what most of us don't know what the coaches nurse and does in them. So they have assistants who also discuss with them one or two things that most times coaches doesn't make a decision. So they have people around you that say, okay, do this one, do this one. So kudos to him that day, and that goal was a very good goal. Martinelli shoot the ball in a very right direction, but who knows if the keeper would have catch it, but the deflection also helped.
Yeah.
So I want to say something about this Arsenal. This is where Arteta is getting it right now. You know, when he started playing Kayava in midfield, you know that this guy he doesn't work. And look at what he did that he removed Nkita and put Kayava as a personal. That is where I know that he's trying to see what I've seen that this guy cannot play that midfield only to be at that first line. So as it stands now, I think that Arteta is getting what he wants. He's getting it right. And if he continue getting it right, I see Arsenal winning the EPL.
Okay. Yeah, there are some rounds up going on. Do you believe Jude Bellingham is currently the best player in the world right now?
Based on form, I think I will agree with you because he has been consistent.
Coming into the conversations of Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe, do you see him in those conversations?
Yeah, that's what I say currently now. Currently, based on present form, Mbappe, I think the saga between him and PSG is still really affecting. Erling Haaland, his master has not yet come back to the team, so it's still going to be difficult. But currently now, Jude is giving his very best, and I think he's going to be the end of Real Madrid. So he's doing very well to me. I think I agree with you. He's one of the
because the Spanish papers are hailing him Generation Bellingham. Spanish papers hail Jude for regenerating Real Madrid because Real Madrid have just become a different team under him.
You say I think he was born to play for Madrid. If you see a player born to play for Madrid, you know. So
disease there, the
hunger is there. So I don't think any attacking midfielder has done that. So
but in a sense, Bellingham was not an attacking player. He was just a number 6 player. But I was surprised he came to Real Madrid. He was playing more of attacking and
I think what we should say happened to him is just when you think big and when you go to a big club, you feel
that mentality.
And that's what
I used to I don't think most of any professional player is not good because
everybody is good.
That's the thing you go to like your lapses will not show.
Yes.
Not as much as let me which player will I use now? Okay, let me use forgive me Modric as an example. Modric is a very good player. I could have think that if he was in Arsenal, I will keep saying if he was in Arsenal, he would have done more better than Chelsea because his game is with pace. And no Arsenal game is with pace. Once Martinelli entered,
the dynamic change.
Imagine when Martinelli and Modric are in one team and the pace is there. So you know. So Chelsea are not really giving him that pace and that 50 pass for him to use and run and dribble and cut and pass ball. So I think that's it. So Jude is really doing well in that team.
Yeah, and I think the Spanish La Liga FC Barcelona are calling on referees being against them. They had a goal ruled out for offside, and that goal has been given to Real Madrid this season as a goal.
This is where I was talking about VAR earlier.
Yes.
You know, this VAR, they should use this VAR properly. Both of us were watching that game yesterday.
Yeah.
That game, in a sense, when Joao Felix scored that goal, I watched the game in my house. I watched the game competently. When he scored that goal, I told my brother, this is a goal. But he told me that I should watch where they were looking at it. Someone made attempt. What's the name of this former Manchester City? Ferran Torres made attempt to that ball, but this guy was not offside. Joao Felix was not offside. But now the problem is that they looked the offside at one side. They didn't turn the camera. So that's the reason why, if they say that the same thing happened to Real Madrid, they always go to Real Madrid and they take the back at the salary. That's where the VAR now need to come to play. Yeah. This VAR should be used properly.
You shouldn't award something this
side. Tomorrow you can't change it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. If you want to do the VAR in two-sided way, do it that way. If you want to do it one-sided way, the same time to Manchester United. After the United scored against Arsenal, that goal was a clear goal. After the match, they went back and started saying that it was never offside. It doesn't make sense. All this VAR, both Italy, both England, Spanish,
they should work on themselves.
Let me come to you. I don't blame Baka. Baka has currently undergoing, I think undergoing an investigation about battery or they are beginning to referee. So they should start facing their consequence now. I don't think
Real Madrid have been charged with that.
So all those things that have robbed those days, they should start facing the consequence. They should also leave it.
Mason Greenwood scored his first La Liga goal as 10 men Getafe held to a draw at Celta. You can't take away the ability of this great talent.
Well, it's our own star boy. Even as long as he's no longer in my team, I think 1/3 of my Manchester United fan base, I think is actually following Getafe because of Greenwood. So I think he really played well in that game. He assisted in his other match and scored in this game. So he's improving day by day. We all know the talent he is, and the talent cannot die in as much as one or two things has actually tried to set him back. But I believe he will still come back as one of the best.
Imagine Mason Greenwood in Manchester United lineup. Will you feel you'll be having this your slow attack that you always have?
Well, if you watch, I don't know who was saying that. I think it was Speak or somebody. And like, how is the coach that this is the first time for him handling a big team like this. You can't compare Ajax and Manchester United. And you should know Ajax is that team that grows young talent. I think Ten Hag would have done well with young talent, because if you watch our game against Crystal Palace, the FA Cup, it was the young guys that came in just and the same set of 11 players they came in. So I think Greenwood would have been more better in this current Manchester United team.
Let me say something about Greenwood. Yesterday, when I saw the thing, I was going to tell you, but Greenwood don't score, to show you that guy is a good player. Forget about the crisis and the other things that, at the end of the day, he was named man of the match. So it's a very good step for him. And I believe that if you keep on going like that, I think that Manchester United will not have any choice than to call him back. As it stands right, I don't see any Manchester United win like you better than Greenwood. Let's go. Yes. Apart from his scandal that happened to him, so I think that he's a very good player, and with what is happening to him in Getafe, I think that he's going to come back to Manchester United.
Lastly, let's talk about Tottenham Hotspur. They have been flying. In fact, the two clubs from London have been flying. They are top of the league, the same point.
I think you guys are the king of London, the pride of London.
We are
going to take it from
no. We are being pride of London right from time immemorial. It's just that Chelsea Football Club came with a huge investment.
Really, like, nobody saw what Tottenham. Nobody saw it. Nobody saw it coming. So I think it's something everybody expects from coaches this season. In as much as we all thought that Tottenham is going to die when Harry Kane left, but to the surprise of many of us, I think.
So do you see them finishing in the top 4 or winning the league?
Currently now, if they continue with this consistency, I think them finishing the top 4.
What of Manchester United?
For now, I don't think there are still a lot of games to play. Like I said, the season is pregnant. Anything can happen. I can still end up winning the trophy. It's not too late for me.
Yes, man. It's just so
like the season is still pregnant. Anything can happen. So
so where do you see Chelsea Football Club finishing?
One thing about me, I don't stop talking about Chelsea fans. I'm not biased fans. I don't see us ending top 4 unless miracle happens, and which I know that in football anything can happen. So as it stands now, I'm not giving us a top 4 finish so far, but I think that if the ball continue going that I believe that anything can change. Like now, for instance, now if Chelsea mistakenly come back from finish, then win Arsenal, anything can change. The momentum of the team can change.
Yes.
So that's one thing about football. Football just only small thing changes football. Any small thing can change. So that's how it is. So for now, I'm not giving us support, but I believe that this season is going to be better than last season.
And that would be good. I also want Chelsea to walk up to play well, but not at the expense of Arsenal. Because we're going to bring the people down back to X when we meet in Stamford Bridge. That would be a real gem of a cracker, because you are trying to get yourself back, and we are trying to still pick up and become the Arsenal we were, or better than last season. Thank you guys so much for your analysis. I would love to have you guys next time. We love you. Bye.